All we know is that sleep is essential for a healthy mind and life. Did you ever think that we spend almost 1/3 of our lives while sleeping? Most believe that it is a waste of time. Besides sleep, they stay awake and continue to perform activities. Nature punishes very badly everyone who tries to bypass it or go against nature. No one can stay in one state all time. All living things need to take a break and fall asleep. Sleep is still a mystery for science, including its nature and function. Are you curious to know about those mysteries? Then stay tuned with us and keep watching this video. Here we go to unfold the mystery behind why we spend about 1/3 of our lives asleep. Before stepping into the video, make sure to subscribe to this channel and hit the bell icon for the latest updates about upcoming videos. Facts behind to spend about 1/3 of our lives asleep. All living things, including birds, animals, and humans, share one common thing, that is sleep. They sleep. Animals have to fix sleep patterns, but only humans can delay their sleep while working. It is also another fact that humans roughly spend 1/3 of their lives asleep. However, sleep researchers still could not find the reason behind it. They spend a lot of time working on it, but many mysteries related to sleep functioning and nature remain to unfold. We often don't think that we spend a long time in our lives asleep and why we sleep. Most of us roughly know that it makes us feel better to some extent. Healthy sleep is necessary for a healthy mind, body, and life. It is a fact that after a sound sleep, we feel more energetic, happier, and alert. A disturbed or small leap of sleep makes us feel worse and tired. That's why we need to know more about why sleep is so essential and necessary for life. Sleep and life-sustaining activities. One aspect to understand the sleep function is to make a comparison with other life-sustaining activities like eating, drinking, and breathing. A proactive mechanism of hunger ensures the body's nutrients to repair tissues, proper functioning, and growth. It is not so difficult to understand the role of eating, through which bodies consume substances and get energy. Eating and sleeping, both functions look different but are relatively same in functioning. Like both are regulated by powerful internal drives. We can't perform actions without taking proper sleep and food. The lack of adequate sleep and food makes us angry, irritable, overwhelmed, and uncomfortable. Like that hunger, make sure to take necessary nutrients, and sleepiness to make sure to make sound and comfortable sleep. Still, the question remains, why do we spend about 1/3 of our lives asleep? Why do we need to sleep at all? Is it only one function of sleep, or it is multidimensional? The mystery of sleep phenomenon. Scientists and researchers are already working to find out the phenomenon of sleep from different angles. It is a big challenge for them because we spend such a significant amount of time asleep. They try to find through experiments like what happens when all living things fall asleep. They also work to find out the differences and similarities of sleep patterns in various organisms, just to find out something important about the function of sleep. Instead, many discoveries and exploration of the other sleep aspects, the question of why we spend 1/3 of our lives asleep is still a mystery. This question is still challenging for researchers and is working to find the exact answer. It is a fact that we know much more about sleep function, but scientists are still working on why we sleep. They have developed many theories in this respect to explaining why we spend about 1/3 of our lives asleep. It seems like no single theory will ever be proven correct in the light of evidence collected by scientists. However, we can try to understand this sleep phenomenon by these 3 or more explanations. The hope is still there to enjoy more health benefits with a better understanding of why we fall asleep. Theories behind this sleep phenomenon. Several theories have been developed that explain why we spend about 1/3 of our lives asleep. According to science, sleep function is still a big mystery for science and 125 other greatest mysteries. The theories related to neuroscience can better answer this question, like brain maintenance, including memory consolidation and pruning, brain tissue damage is due to stress, and awaking a long time by delaying sleep. It is a fact that none of these can fully explain the sleep phenomenon, but many of these provide a complete explanation. According to new research on sleep by neuroscientists and researchers, the primary function of sleep is to maximize an organism's efficiency. They also found that sleep also minimizes the risk factor as it regulates the duration and timing of an organism's behavior. In activity theory, it is also called adaptive or evolutionary sleep theory. According to this theory, those animals who fall asleep have an advantage over those that remain active during these periods of vulnerability. These animals were not killed by predators and go through any accident during the night. This behavioral strategy through natural selection presumably gives evidence on why we fall asleep. A counter-argument against this theory is that it is better to remain conscious and react immediately in an emergency, even in the night while lying still. There is no advantage in being unconscious and asleep if safety is paramount. Rest activity cycle. According to a neuroscientist Russell Foster, no one can perform all day fully. It is impossible to remain in the same state all time, like we can't laugh, angry, happy, and excited all time. Everyone must take a break and be in a resting position for a while to perform better. In this respect, every species needed to take an evolutionary decision about resource allocation and to take a break from everyday activities. It is because a grand vision of daytime becomes useless at night. According to Foster, resource allocation is necessary to achieve the rest activity cycle's absolute phase through housekeeping functions. We fall asleep because the brain becomes more active during this phase and vast bouts of fundamental critical functions are performed. Sleep is a multidimensional state through which the mind and body perform crucial functioning. For example, to release hormones that allow tissues to repair and grow. Memory building. We fall asleep because, in this state, memories build that is long-lasting, as said by the neuroscientists. It is a proven fact by early psychological researchers that forgetting is less while sleeping instead of staying awake. We all know now that learning anything before sleep makes deep traces of the brain's memory area. It works with both declarative memories like learning vocabulary or facts and procedural memory like learning about playing the piano and riding a bike. In declarative memory, sleep after learning helps with strong memory and retain them longer successfully. It is an idea that sleep protects memory formation by restricting the factor of interference. Clear toxic from the body. The sleep and memory connection also provides evidence that one role of sleep is to clear the toxins from the brain. The lymphatic systems make it possible to clear the toxic and waste products from the body. The blood-brain barrier is a state in which the brain blocks the lymphatic system. The researchers discovered a similar function in the brain in 2012, that is the glymphatic system. This is similar to the lymphatic system and by glial cells. The glymphatic system makes sure to protect and support the brain cells. The general idea is that sound sleep contributes to good brain health. According to DIGC, neurological diseases such as Alzheimer's and Parkinson's are closely related to sleep dysfunction. It can be said that we spend about a third of our lives asleep for brain health and to get its optimum performance. Brain plasticity. One of the recent and appealing explanations is that sleep is closely related to brain structure and organization changes. This phenomenon is called brain plasticity, and it explains why we sleep about a third of our lives asleep. Brain plasticity is not fully understood, but it has several critical implications with its connection to sleep. It provides a clear explanation in this respect that sleep plays a crucial role in brain development in infants and young children. Infants sleep about 13 to 14 hours per day, and half of that time is spent in REM sleep. REM sleep is a stage of rapid eye movement in which dreams occur. In adults, the link between brain plasticity and sleep is becoming clear. It can be observed that sleep directly affects learning ability and performs different tasks. It is a fact that sleep function is still a mystery for scientists, but these researchers add a new direction to study why we spend about a third of our lives asleep. This is all for now. Hope you develop a better understanding of sleep function and learn something new. Please share your experience with us in the comments section down below. See you in the next video. Till then, take care of yourself. Thanks for watching.